We're here with Harry Moser of the Reshoring Initiative to talk about his upcoming appearance at IMTS. How are you, Harry?
Penny, I'm great. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Well, thank you for coming on our show today. So first, kind of give us an update. What's the latest with the Reshoring Initiative?
Maybe most important is what's the latest with reshoring. And reshoring obviously is bringing manufacturing back to the U.S. from some other country to which it had gone. And we've finally calculated the number of jobs that have come back. And we calculate that about 50,000 manufacturing jobs have come back in the last 2 years, and that's about 10% of the growth in manufacturing jobs since the low in January 2010. So it's not quite a torrent yet, but it's more than a trickle.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any predictions for what maybe the outlook is on this over, the next year or so?
Yeah. It depends on what happens. We say that if we can just get companies to use the total cost of ownership calculation instead of buying on price or labor rates, we can get 500,000 manufacturing jobs. If the Chinese wages keep going up, as Boston Consulting Group has predicted, by 2015 that can be 1 million. If the U.S. companies will buy all the good technology that'll be at IMTS and get really automated and lean, maybe that's 2 million. And if we can eliminate currency manipulation by other countries, maybe that's 3 million. At that point, we've balanced the trade deficit and reduced unemployment by 4 or 5%.
Now explain to us a little bit about total cost of ownership. What is that?
Total cost of ownership is the total impact on the company of a decision to source either domestically or offshore. So most companies decide just on price. Some would look at landed costs, price, duty, freight, packaging, but we would ask them to look at another 25 costs: the carrying cost of the inventory, the travel cost to check on the supplier, the intellectual property risk, the incremental quality and warranty costs, all kinds of things like that. And when they add those up, they find there's another maybe 20% that they've been ignoring. When they do that calculation, we believe that they'll decide to bring back about 25% of what they've offshored.
Now, I understand you have some tools to help people figure this out.
Yes, so on the website, the Reshoring Initiative website, they'll find the total cost of ownership estimator. It's free to use. The user, any company just logs in, uses it to make that calculation, and it's there for a big company that might offshore to use to make a sourcing decision, and it's there for a contract manufacturer, a job shop, or a machine tool salesman or a cutting tool salesman to use to convince that big customer or big company that they should be producing or sourcing here in the United States. So it's either a sourcing tool or a sales tool, depending on where you are in the supply chain.
All right, now you are going to be appearing on the manufacturing stage at IMTS on the Grand Concourse, 3 days. What's kind of the general crux of what you'll be doing there?
Okay, so first that's Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from about 9:30 a.m. till about 9:55 a.m. So you might say, I'll be entertaining the crowd while they wait to go into the halls and trying to get their attention. But basically we'll be telling them about the reshoring, about the kind of things I just described: the total cost of ownership estimator, the trend in reshoring, about what companies can do to take advantage of the trend to be more profitable by reevaluating their sourcing, or by, as salesmen, convincing their customers to do that.
All right, so I also understand you're asking for case studies from people who will be at IMTS. Tell us about that.
That's right. So on the Reshoring Initiative website, which by the way is www.reshorenow.org, there's a section called Case Studies, and it goes resources and then case studies, and any of the exhibitors, any company can go in and describe a case where that a company brought back manufacturing, but the motivation specifically for an exhibitor is that if, say, the exhibitor fills out the form, all they have to do is put in data, put in logos, put in pictures, some information, and they don't have to write a whole article. It's very simple. It's fill in the blanks. The idea is that there's a place to list the contract manufacturer that does the work, the customer for whom the work was done, the technology supplier, in other words, the exhibitor that did the work, the exhibitor, the distributor, and the idea would be to get all of them to put it on their websites to increase the visibility of reshoring, and also we'll be displaying the cases on IMTSTV, and when I'll be presenting on the manufacturing stage, the best cases will be mentioned. So these thousands of people that'll be here enthralled by hearing what we're talking about reshoring will be driven to your website if you report how your technology helped reshore. And so we need you to go on there and make that happen.
Now, I understand you sort of collect these on an ongoing basis. Is there any one particular reshoring story that really stands out to you?
Well, my favorite always is Whammo. And Whammo brought back half of their Frisbee production from China to California and Michigan. And there's nothing much simpler than a Frisbee. And so it's the kind of thing you'd think would be done in some low labor cost country. And California and Michigan are amongst the more expensive manufacturing states in the country. So if you can bring something as simple as a Frisbee back to California and Michigan, then you can bring almost anything back somewhere in the United States.
Absolutely. So outside of your appearances on the manufacturing stage, what are you really looking forward to at IMTS?
Well, I'll be, we're also having a press conference, so I'm looking forward to seeing the media and to keeping them informed. We hope to bring a lot of the media in, a lot of the mainstream national media, because where they might not come back to see a new model machine by a given exhibitor, they hopefully will come back to see hundreds of manufacturing jobs brought back by that technology. So that's a part of this is a method to get the media there. So I hope to see the media, the big media, and I will be scheduled into a number of the sponsors' booths, the sponsors of the Reshoring Initiative, GF Agi Charmé, Sesqua, Gardner, and others, and all this will be mentioned on the Reshoring Initiative website. So customers who are interested in one-on-one discussions, hey, I think I could bring it back, can you help me do it? We've got an idea, what can we do to work together? Come see me there at one of those booths, and we'll work together to help you make more money and help the country get stronger.
Wonderful. So if you're interested in any of this, visit the Reshoring Initiative website, www.reshorenow.org. Thank you so much, Harry.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Are you ready? Are you ready to move ahead of your competition? Ready to see and touch the technologies that will push your business beyond where it's gone before? Ready to come to a place where manufacturing industry comes together? Well, get ready for the International Manufacturing Technology Show, taking place September 10th through the 15th at McCormick Place in Chicago. IMTS 2012 is the showcase of the most innovative and advanced manufacturing technologies in the world. These are the technologies you need to get ahead. Compare equipment side by side and find solutions that can make a difference for your business. Beyond the show floor, IMTS also offers a complete conference program featuring informative presentations and interactive discussions on a variety of topics. You can also visit the Emerging Technology Center and get a look at the technologies that are at the forefront of the manufacturing industry, which will impact our businesses for years to come. And at 1.2 million square feet, you may want to bring some extra feet with you to cover all the products and technologies. So bring your whole team and discuss the best solutions for your company. Make decisions with all of the industry experts in one place. IMTS 2012. It's the place you need to be. It's where you'll find practical solutions to complex problems. Your competition's planning to attend. Are you? IMTS 2012. Be there.